The Red Beard leaves for the Red Sox. Anthony Davis is out. Stop me if you've heard that one before. And has UCLA football found a replacement for Dorian Thompson Robinson? Hi, I'm James. This is your daily dose of sports and snark for the greatest sports city in the world, Los Angeles. This is the faithful Angelenos Morning Report. It is December 20th, 2022, and I want to start off by thanking the new subscriber who joined the Angelino familia. I appreciate every last one of you who get in on the ground floor. If you like the content we put out, clickety-clack the like button. Clickety-clack the subscribe button. There's a notifications bell. Hit that. It'll let you know when we drop new content. Sharing is caring. Let people know we exist. And yeah, comment. I get lonely when I'm at home and on the road. What can I say? I'm a needy guy. Before we go through the news and notes around LA, quick look at the scoreboard. The Chargers have edged ever closer to the NFL playoffs for the first time since 2018, by the way, with a 17-14 victory over Tennessee. Cameron Dicker polished off a last-minute drive with a game-winning field goal. The Bolts, they started the day out of the playoff chase. Now they're in the sixth hole if the playoffs started today. LeBron James picks up the slack in Anthony Davis's absence with 33 points as the Lakers edge the Wizards 119-117. LA is continuing its climb up from oblivion to mediocrity. It's a start, right? And Boogie Ellis scored 28 points. USC defeats a ranked team for the first time this season, 74-71. It was over 19th ranked Auburn. Meanwhile, today, the Rams are playing Green Bay on Monday Night Football. The Rams have not won back-to-back games since week 3 in Phoenix. That was September 25th. Also, the Lakers are at Phoenix tonight. We have no idea if Patrick Beverley are going to play in the first game for the Lakers at Phoenix since Beverley stood up for Austin Reeves when two Suns players tried to bully him. I don't like LA's chances on back-to-back nights, but I love me some chippy basketball. Count me in. LA, the Dodgers, have bid adieu to a foundational piece of the franchise. Justin Turner on Sunday signed a 2-year contract with Boston. It's being talked about among the scribes as a sort of trade, if you will, between the Dodgers and the Red Sox, because Turner, in essence, replaces J.D. Martinez. Martinez signed with Los Angeles a day earlier. And they are somewhat evenly matched. I mean, one website ranked Martinez as the number 29th available free agent on the market, and then ranked Turner right behind him at number 30. But let's be real. We were talking about how Martinez, when he signed, his big part of his career was from 2014 to 2019. Turner has also had a similar drop. So he may not be the player that he once was, but it would be unfair to gloss over, to ignore what he meant not only to the Dodgers, but to the city of LA. I mean, he may not get a number retired. He may not be mentioned in the same breath as a Koufax or a Robinson, certainly, or a Duke Snider, but he's in the top 20 in franchise history in homers, doubles, slugging percentage, and total bases. He also won the Roberto Clemente Award, which is given to baseball's top humanitarian. He's only one of 33 players to play at least 1,000 games in Dodger blue. So LA will play Boston this year. That series, unfortunately, is going to be at Fenway Park. So Turner won't get to hear from Dodger fans in person what this man meant to the team and the city. But do yourself a favor and honor the man's legacy. He was no flash in the pan. So as a result, we have wiped off Justin Turner's name from the whiteboard of idiot sports writer rumors about the Dodgers. The whole list of, the Dodgers are going to kill themselves to get. I also added a little footnote at the bottom to keep track in case you stop and look at how many rumors were absolutely bleeping wrong. That list was at its fullest at 27. It's now 10 people. And I've circled the only guy the Dodgers actually did go and get. By the way, Ken Rosenthal is still hyping Seth Lugo coming. So there's that. And they also signed a guy I had never heard of named Bradley Zimmer to a minor league deal. He played a few games in Cleveland. Okay. It is true that some things in life are inevitable. The sun rises in the east. Pete Davidson has the inexplicable game to seduce your wife, and Anthony Davis will miss significant time with the Lakers. You can count on it. Now, understand, I don't believe Davis is a slacker, unless, of course, he was still with the Pelicans. But he does get hurt a lot. So he either tweaked his foot or his ankle against Denver when it was on Friday. They did do an MRI. The team is still being vague, other than sources telling ESPN he'll be out for quote-unquote multiple weeks. The New York Post and The Athletic will report that it's at least a month. So getting the first shot to replace Davis, we talked yesterday about the possibility of LeBron James playing center in his absence. But Thomas Bryant got the start in place against Washington on Sunday. And of course, as we know, they did beat the Wizards. LA is currently 1.5 games out of the play-in round. So be of marginal cheer. Every win does a lot of good things for the Lakers. After troubling news that I think, talking about Davis, I think we could all afford something a little bit lighter-hearted. Dennis Schrader has revealed that LeBron James wants to play until he's 45. It was something in a personal conversation that he let loose. LeBron James balling at 40 freaking 5. I mean, I respect the guy, right? But the dude is really delusional about some of this age stuff. I mean, he keeps acting as if he has a full head of hair, like he's Ben Wallace or something, and now he thinks he can play until he can get an AARP card. If this keeps up, and I'm not rooting against it, but if it keeps up, this guy is going to be the first man in NBA history to go up for a dunk and his colostomy bag gets caught up in the netting. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The Bruins have landed possibly the first major transfer portal addition for their offseason when quarterback Colin Schley of Kent State tweeted that he was coming to play for UCLA. Colin Schley. That's a delightful, that sounds like a delightful cocktail to order at the pub when you're trying to be pimping, right? Bartender, I'd like to order a lovely round of Colin Schleys for all the ladies in the club tonight. That's what it sounds like to me, you know. But Schley, I don't know. I don't. Because he passed for 2,109 yards and scored 13 touchdowns for the Kent State Harry Armadillos last year. His coach with the Harry Armadillos went to Colorado to join Deion Sanders, so that necessitated his desire to go to play for another school. I'm not sure he is the replacement for Dorian Thompson Robinson, though. There are 3 potential possibilities on the roster right now. You have Schley, you have Ethan Garbers, who was the backup last season, and a 4-star recruit in Justin Martin. There have also been stories about a top Oregon recruit, Dante Moore, flipping his commitment from the Ducks to the Bruins. So Colin Schley is going to get a shot, but I don't necessarily know if he's going to be the savior of UCLA in the post-Thompson Robinson era. In today's edition of When Keeping It Real Goes Too Far, longtime NFL defensive back and former Ram Aqib Talib has been sued for wrongful death in the shooting death of a youth football coach after a game. Now, the suit claims Talib, who at that point was also a Fox Sports analyst after he retired from the NFL, claims Talib instigated an altercation in said youth football game. Talib's brother allegedly pulled out a gun, shot the other coach. But James, you might say, why are you saying allegedly? There's a video of the incident. And you know what? I'm still going to say allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly for 2 reasons about the whole Talib family. One, it's responsible journalism to say allegedly. And 2, for all I know, the Talibs are still armed. And Aqib lost that job at Fox Sports due to this incident. So because he doesn't have that job, he has plenty of time to find my ass. Allegedly. Allegedly. Kawhi Leonard says he feels good, but I wouldn't label it as 100%. He still has a minutes restriction with the LA Clippers. There's a question of whether he still has the hops that he used to have prior to his knee giving out about a year and a half ago. But there are positives to be found if you like the Clips. You just have to look for them. The Clippers haven't had both Leonard and Paul George on the court simultaneously often. When they do, they're terrific. They're 7-2. Leonard, though, is saying that recovering from this knee injury might actually extend into next season, which would make it year 3 of the recovery process. That is problematic because there's a belief that the Clippers championship window is closing this year. USC has added 2 more players in the transfer portal. Both of them are refugees from Arizona's defense. Both lines, to start off, both the offensive and defensive lines are a concern for the Trojans next year. They've added an all Pac-12 defensive lineman in Kyan Bars. Bars is actually somewhat of a decent pickup. In the last 2 seasons combined, 9.5 sacks, 72 tackles. So he will put up numbers. He may not be as great as, say, Tui Tulipilotu, but those are decent numbers. And then Sunday night, the Trojans also added another Wildcats runaway, quarterback Christian Roland Wallace. He'll be a 5th-year senior. Now, I'm not going to sit there and claim that the guy is going to have a boatload of picks for the Trojans, but he is going to add a little bit of experience. The Trojans last year were pretty green in the defensive backfield. But you let me know what you think in the comments thread. Talk to me about Justin Turner. Talk to me about Anthony Davis or UCLA football. Anything on your mind. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelenos. We talk LA sports every single day here, no matter where the hell I wind up on planet Earth. I'm James. Thank you for watching. We'll be back later tonight with a rapid recap of Rams football. And Faithful Angelenos is a Kian Corte El Queso production. Take care.